Right, let's get a fire going. It's that temperature. And right, so I'll put a bit of paper down there. Why am I telling you what I'm doing? You can see what I'm doing. Ah, did you see me do that? I found an old candle. I'm never going to light the bloody thing. I don't have a candelabra, so it can be a firelighter. If you will not serve as a candle, you will serve as a firelighter. Is that going to work? Aim the camera at it. And this is what I call burning the candle at both ends. Good photography skills today, Hobbit. Why, thank you. What's going wrong? Everything's going wrong today. My car wouldn't start. Battery's low. So I've put that on the charge. So another 2 days and hopefully I'll manage to get it going. In which case I'll go on a nice long drive just to make sure it fully charges up, because I've got a trickle charger. I think it does half an hour at best. And I think it's what, a 60 or an... I didn't look to see what capacity the battery is. But either way, yeah. So, got a fire. I saw an interesting video last night about why is it that in the olden days people would draw the curtains and open the windows even on a really cold day. Well, one could argue because it's a good idea, then you get some fresh air in. The other thing about it is about relative humidity levels, dew points and water content per cubic meter. So there is something called a dew point calculator, and you can use a hydrometer like this. So as you can see here, it's 16.7 degrees and it's 47% humidity. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it and I'm going to enter those details into the dew point calculator, so bear with. And we're back once again. As we can see, the fire is it's doing its thing. But anyway, I put the numbers in and the dew point temperature is 5.5 degrees, so I think that's the point at which it would start to condense out of the atmosphere. The absolute humidity is 6.7 grams of water per cubic meter, and I think I'm going to need another bit of candle because I don't think that is sufficient for our needs. So just pop a bit off. There we go. Let's get you lit. Oh, actually, no, you're going, aren't you? Look. There. The outside is 2 degrees and the humidity is 98%. So let me just put in. So outside is 2 degrees and the humidity is, well, relative humidity of 98%. Oh, 98. Why aren't you bloody working? 98%. Right, calculate. And that means the absolute humidity of outside is 5.44 grams per cubic meter. And what that means to say is that the outside, even though relatively it's more humid than inside, it's drier out there than it is in here. And that's because the carrying capacity of warmer air holds more moisture in it. Therefore, if I was to open my windows, there'd be an equilibrium of indoor moisture and outdoor moisture. And by having it open, I'm letting moisture that's inside the house travel out. So the air is now going to be drier. And drier air is easier or cheaper, one could say, because in terms of energy, you need less energy to warm up drier air than you do wetter air. So that's why you should open up your windows even on a cold, foggy day. So fog means you've got 100% humidity, and that's why you can see the water vapour in the air, to the point where it'll start to just well, when you've got fog, that means that the invisible water vapour becomes visible, and you can feel it on your skin as it condenses there. That's right. Yeah. So anyway, even on a cold day, you should open up your windows and... Oh, look, I managed to snuff it. Hey, that was... Is that wax fumes or something? Huh? I don't know. Let's light the paper underneath, shall we? Maybe that will help fight things. Now, you may have noticed this. It's rather good, isn't it? I like it. I never put that much effort into presenting any food I have, but I was given a whole bunch of lemons. I juiced them all along with the limes, and I cut them into quarters, so sliced in half, and then those halves sliced in half again, and as a result, I think that looks quite good, don't you? I certainly like it. So yeah, I'll be having myself a shandy later on, as I've put all the syrup in ice cube trays. I had enough to make 4 trays of ice, and could just plop that into some fizzy water or beer and have a shandy or lemonade as it takes fit. And unlike the stuff you buy from a supermarket, which 99% of it is contaminated with sweeteners, I know what's inside this: water, lemon juice, lemon and lime zest, lime juice, sugar. So let's see: water, lemon, lime zest, lemon zest, sugar. You can't see them with the 6th finger. 6 ingredients. It's not bad, is it? Or if I was to simplify it: water, lemon, lime, sugar. There we go. And we could even say even the water's redundant, but no, I used some water to start off with to dissolve some sugar to make a simple syrup. But I had so much water from juicing the lemons that was just not necessary. Although probably did a good thing by doing that, because undiluted lemon and lime juice is quite concentrated, it's quite potent, so even once you've adulterated it with sugar. You know, I said things are going bad today. Well, let's see. Car won't start, battery's dead. Hopefully it's not dead, it's just a low voltage, which probably means I've left the lights on. There's no buzzer in it to say, oh, you've left your lights on, you should probably turn it off. I've had to pay extra for some postage. That wasn't fun. Oh yeah, I took my ashtray out and I spilt some ash on the carpet, so that wasn't fun. No, I suppose it's not too bad, is it? I just feel like it's just at least I don't have any appointments I've got to go to in the next few days, can just have the car charging up, and after 24 hours we'll have 12 amps in it, and after 48 we'll have 24 amps in it, and hopefully with 24 amps that will be enough to crank it over, and at which point I'll go for a nice long drive, listen to a podcast or an audiobook, have a packed lunch with me, go on the motorway for a bit. That'll be fun. And then come back, which will be good for the car as well, as it give it a chance to stretch its legs. I mean, with diesels you're supposed to go on long runs for them. Now my one doesn't have one of those DPF filters like the modern diesels do, but even so, it'd be good for all the bearings and various other systems to get a nice long cruise and get things pumping along. I'm not too happy with this fire at the moment. I mean, yeah, I can do that. I think because of the size of this, I'm just going to put that on there, like so. And my sawdust cakes, they're right at the bottom of a bunch of logs, so I'll have to move them in order to get access to that. Which means it's going to take a while to heat things up. I think if I put that there, there we go. So now I've got to go and close this so that we can draw better. Open those both up like so, and yeah, I heard it crackle. Right, fire's lit, and all look lovely temperature. Hey, what's that I hear? Something's going on in there. Yeah, won't have to be cold forever. I think in the meantime though I might make myself a cup of tea. Ta-ra.